happens when a copyright strike threatens everything you built on YouTube? Let's talk through some real cases and what actually worked. Hi everyone, I'm Elena from SubSub, and today we're breaking down copyright strike situation. We've dealt with what went wrong, how we handle it, and what you should do if it happens to you. First, let's cover the basics. What is a copyright strike? A copyright strike is a formal complaint submitted by a rights holder when the content is used without permission. A copyright strike is a manual action and it carries a real consequences. Each strike stays on your channel for 90 days. If during that 90-day period you receive 2 more strikes, bringing the total of 3, YouTube will delete your channel. The important distinction to understand is that you have option. You can reach out to the claimant and negotiate. You can file a counter notification if you believe the strike is invalid. Or in some cases, you simply wait it out. Which part makes sense depends entirely whether the strike is legitimate or not. And that's exactly what we'll get into with these real cases. Case number 1, the Copycat video. A creator came to us with a copyright strike that had been sitting on their channel for about a month. The issue was straightforward. They had essentially recreated another creator's video. Same idea, same structure, same editing style, same title and thumbnail. The only difference was they filmed it themselves and translated it to another language. In this case, the strike was completely valid. It didn't classify as a transformative use, so instead of appealing, we reached out directly to the claimant, explained the situation and proposed a compromise. They agreed to retract the strikes under certain conditions and it was resolved. The key takeaway I would like to share is always try contacting the claimant first. From our experience, around 30% of the cases get resolved this way. Case number 2, war footage used as a commentary. A channel was using third-party war footage as a background material under host commentary. No direct rights to the footage. The company that owned the rights started filing strikes across multiple channels at once. We filed an appeal based on transformative use argument. Fair use never guarantees protection. There's always a risk using third-party material, even in commentary format. But in this case, the claimant didn't take it to the court and the strike was lifted. Case number 3, Rammstein. A creator used Rammstein music in their video, and if you know, you know. Rammstein strikes fast and consistently. There is no room to appeal because YouTube rejected it immediately, because the strike is valid and they know it. The only way out was contacting the right agency directly, agreeing to their terms, buying a license and getting the strike retracted that way. So, what do you do if you get a strike? First, we always try to negotiate with the rights holder directly. It's the safest path for the channel, since it avoids any risk of the situation escalating. And as I mentioned earlier, in about 30% of cases, you really can reach an agreement. If that doesn't work, you can file an appeal. If you submit your appeal and YouTube reviews your argument and reasoning first, if your case isn't strong enough, like with Rammstein, where the violation is clear-cut, YouTube will reject the appeal before it even reaches the claimant. In that case, your only remaining options are either resolving things directly with the claimant or waiting out the 90-day strike period. By doing that, you've effectively acknowledging the violation, and any unresolved strikes counts as a channel violation. That means you can apply for a YouTube Creator Award for a year from the moment the strike expired. It's a detail that catches a lot of creators off guard. Let's talk about the appeal process. Once you submit an appeal, the claimant has 10 business days to respond. And responding means taking the situation to court. In practice, very few claimants actually go that far. If you file an appeal, be specific about why the strike is invalid. For example, you clearly transform the original content or you have the valid license to use it, in which case attach that license directly to the appeal. The stronger and more concrete your reasoning, the better your chances. I'm sharing few real appeal examples on the screen now, so you can get a feeling for how they're structured. Copyright issues are frustrating, but they are rarely a dead end if you know how to navigate them. Have you ever dealt with a strike? Drop your experience in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.